Hello everyone and welcome back. So much for my tall tale about getting this done before the Beastmen hit. What are you gonna do? Hope you're all doing well. I would like to get this Azhag campaign whipped out of the way, because I intend on starting at least 2 other campaigns very shortly. I'll probably record them today. I'll probably release them like tomorrow and Sunday. As well as there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. And Kazrak, I think the Kazrak script's about 20-30% of the way done, so we're getting there. But I've been fairly busy with just life stuff. Been working out a lot, trying to get back in shape. So, it's been a little bit, but I vaguely remember what we were doing because I actually bothered to look it up before I started up. I just got a new driver update, so hopefully things are going to be all nice and fancy. And the good news is I successfully have most, if not all, of my Steam achievements for the green skins, so I don't have to sit around doing goofy crap like raiding. Do I need raiding for Final Victory? Yes, but I've already raided like 5 times what I need. Alright. So really all that's left to do is to build up to deal with the Empire, and then once the Empire is dead, for us to go after the top knots. Now what I'm hoping is Altdorf is still standing. Which I believe, yes it is. And I'm going to be able to take it out. So that's what we're going to kind of focus on doing right now. Is finishing off the Empire. Get them out of our way. Let's see. Where are all my armies? Alright, so we were catching up to Sigvald because he killed one of my walls, like the jerk that he is. And I think he's the last Chaos army. Yep. So, Chaos actually has, like, pretty favorable opinions towards me. That being said, I want to get rid of Chaos. I do not like Chaos being active on the map. They are a very big pain in the ass. Alright, so where are all my armies? Okay, I should pay a little more attention. Alright, so where's Gogrut? Yeah, Gogrut's way up north. And can't move anymore because he just refounded that place. Right, we're gonna try and get him back to Krakadrak in time to fight off those guys. And then Kraka is outside Altdorf. WAAAGH just finished off that part, so we're gonna send him up to Zavorak to finish off the border princes. Vorgaz is refounding the Zufbar area. Ratgash is keeping Grom Peak under control. And then, what is your deal? I guess you're just helping me defend Karagundor, I suppose? Bigger boss camp. Wow, I do not have much money. Goodness gracious. Alright. I have a lot of land, but not a lot of cash. Ain't that unfortunate. Alright, so I'm not at war with many people, it looks like. Yeah, not really. Once Chaos is out of the way, I should be able to get peace with the Norse tribes. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I've been just living life, or trying to. Fighting anxiety. Been exercising quite a bit. I'm already down a good amount of weight, which is really nice. Trying really hard to just keep at it. Limit the amount of soda and all that jazz that I'm drinking. Federation. Okay, so they're going to be more threat. Fantastic. I should be able to catch him pretty quick. Let's go port in front of him so I can get him. But yeah, I can't complain too much. Life's been pretty good to me lately. I could do that, but I think I'd rather look for places where I need actual infrastructure. Do I have all of Azhag's equipment? Looks like I do. Alright. So I really want to just go ahead and burn down Altdorf. So I'm going to do that. It's not letting me click on it. It's kind of weird.
Move.
Okay, I guess we'll do this old-fashioned way. Because I don't really care if I go to war with
I will
everybody at
hear
this
your
point.
petition, but make no promises to act on it.
Alright, so I've got quite a few allies that all hate him. Well, they don't, but they're not super friendly toward him. And he's got really weak allies. Alright, so declared war. Everybody's in on the gang. Okay, that should be... Is that why I couldn't attack? There was an invisible army in the way? No. Yep, that appears to have been the case. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then my WAAAGH come join me, which hopefully will be enough to turn the tide. There's a lot of troops though. Alright, but I'm eager to start that war, so. I'm actually not going to refound Zufbar just yet. It's just not worth the effort. It's just not. I need it in the long run, but in the short run, I'd rather do damage. So that's what we're going to go do. We're going to go mess some people up. Alright. And then over here, I think he's not... Okay, good. So I have time to... That's not working. I should have time to get into Krakadrak. And I got intercepted, but I don't care. I'll kill those guys and I'll eat them. That was the rebellion. That was a really weak rebellion. Alright, then we're gonna buy ourselves a bigger gate to protect us. Okay. Oh, he's laying siege. Yeah, I should be able to kill him. Nope. I'm gonna have to wait for him to attack the wall. Okay, we'll be able to beat him pretty easily, but we're gonna have to wait for him. All right. So I don't have any armies in the south because we're maintaining our relationship with those guys well enough. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I guess we'll do boars. This guy, we're going to march as fast as he can go to Zvorak so we can wipe out the border princes and get them out of my way. Tut. Ish. I have a lot of enemies. Alright. Hopefully everything's working. The original reason I had to take a break from this campaign was that the WAAAGH mechanic just broke for a while. It's working now, at least most of the time, but it was really funky. It was all kinds of weird, and I tried fixing it, and it caused more problems, and all this other crap happened. But we got it taken care of. So I believe it's working normally again, which I'm glad I got it fixed because I was really worried about. Close defeat, dang. I gambled and I lost. God, this is so stupid because this army is literally just characters. This is the thing I hate about the Empire. They're literally just character spam until they die. Can I run away? Oh, that was not smart. I'm not a smart man. I'm not going to concern myself too much with it. I will burn Altdorf to the ground. I just got to catch Sigvald first, which is going to be unfortunately annoying because he's going to keep avoiding me. god, I don't care. Oh, they got new artwork. That's pretty neat. Sigvald's really weak. The problem is that if I do not catch him, like, almost right away, we're going to have a pretty significant issue with, he might be able to bring in another Doom Tide. That's what I'm scared of. Because if he brings in another Doom Tide, we're going to have other problems. The goodish news is that with that Horde dead, I can afford to raise a new one. Which kind of works with my plans a little bit. Because I'm kind of wanting to just focus my efforts on the Empire for now. And beat them down. And once they're out of the way, I can just go south. Like, I don't have to hang out in the north anymore. I own enough territory that I don't need anything else. I just have to kill the top knots and take all their stuff. Because we're just going to go for the short campaign victory. I mean, at this point, for the top campaign victory, or for the long campaign victory, we're like basically right on it. The only thing I really have left is to own a very small remaining thing. So we might go for the long campaign victory just to do it. But it's definitely not going to be a terrible amount of work. But we can bring... I think Sigvald's going to get stuck against Migdal, and we're going to be able to finish him off. That looks like is going to be the case. So let's see. I'll see if I can correspond a little bit of an attack with the top knots. If I can get them to take out Ackendorf, that'd be really nice. Alright. But we are allies with good old whatever Muslin, so that's really nice. I just really don't want him to get Altor before I do. That's the one achievement I'm missing with the greenskins. That's why I'm so eager to get my grubby paws on it. Alright, but we do need to start building a new army. Probably the best place to build it would be at Carrick Izor. Have it swing by Carrick Hearn to pick up some regular orc units. And storm its way north. That would probably be the best plan. So, what are my options here? Pretty bad. Why can't I have... Slaughter? God, slaughtering is so annoying. Alright. So we'll definitely we'll give you 2 Ragnaroks. Unit of wolf chariots, some forest goblin spider riders, and let's do some wolf archers. Alright. So let's get this rolling for now.
I'm special.
You're special. Alright. And we don't really have any forces in the north worth really talking about, and these guys are just dealing with stupid Varg. He better run. That's pretty tiny army. You can go wipe him out. Easier to get him out of the way now. Might as well, right? Alright, let's go back. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Let's upgrade. Let's get growth and then upgrade this one. Alright. So Sigvald should get stuck. Hopefully he gets stuck so we can kill him. And with Chaos out of the way, it should be a pretty straight shot to victory. The good news is, though, we have a really good relationship with the undead. Which obviously helps us out a lot, because they're both expanding like crazy. Looks like the vampire count's moved up as well, hopefully to help us with Sigvald. He doesn't have any magical teleporting powers, so he has to still be here. Did they kill him? Oh no. How did he get around me? How did he... I don't understand how he physically got around me, but I guess whatever. We're just gonna have to corner him. Fortunately, we don't really have a choice. Let's see if I can get the vampire counts to help me finish him off. Really, really just want him dealt with at this point. Alright. What is this? Some weak-ass army. Okay, so we're gonna send you for Fildorf. Fildorf? I don't know how to pronounce it. And you're gonna be there for a while, picking up some Ragnaroks. You are not in range of Zvorak yet. This is not the army I wanted to click on. This is. Yeah, you're not in range yet, right? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and march all the way over to here. Chaos Crush was still pretty bad in this area. You don't want to see lava boiling out. Grand Peak should be stabilizing fairly soon. Always need more boss hats, more money, better defenses. Up north should be about the same. Shouldn't be any different. Alright, and all of our greenskins are meeting up, finally. Gogret or Spitter leveled up. Okay, give him Foe Seeker and Thick Skinned. Pigkissa, okay, Qualimosity. But yeah, I finally got the achievement for like see the hardest one to get with the greenskins was have a loot income. So just from raiding, you had to have an income of 8,000 per turn, which was freaking insane. It was so difficult to get to work. Alright. Okay, Pigkissa was wounded, I don't really care. I just can't seem to corner him. It's really frustrating. I'm trying to chase him into Migdal and get him to stay there. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just send up another army just to get this over with. And then I'll send down Big Daddy to deal with that crap later. Alright, so we can get some boars. You're in range of Zvorak now, which is great. We'll burn that to the ground. Might sack it, if it's worth anything good. Nope. It's not worth much. Still really hate that we don't have the Arachnarok Spider as a mount option for these guys. I hope that's something they're considering for the greenskins in the future. Or for the Goblin Shamans. Really hope they pull that through. Because, you know, it stinks that if I take the Wizard, I don't get to have a monstrous mount. When I should, excuse me, have access to one. Because if I recall correctly in Tabletop, you can have a Goblin Shaman ride. I know for a fact you can have a Great Goblin Shaman ride a Arachnarok Spider. Not a Great Night Goblin Shaman, but a regular one. But the other side of the coin is that I don't think, if I remember correctly, only the Wizard can. It may be that there's a... I don't think there was a fighty version of a Lord level Goblin. I think you only had the hero level big bosses. Yeah, but... Okay, is Chaos dead? Can I move on with my life? Oh my god, thank you. Alright, so we've achieved the Age of Peace. So I am now free to invade the Empire at my leisure. Alright. And like we stated last time, unfortunately we got the Azhag campaign going a little late. So I don't really have access to a lot of the really cool stuff. Because I didn't get the more skill points mod until later. So that's why my greenskin armies are kind of suffering from that point. Alright, let's go down here and kill these guys. I don't appreciate them making a mess. Alright, you should be done recruiting. Yep. Alright, so I want you to run over here and start recruiting some boars. So let's get you some... Oh wait, we're still waiting for the boar pit to finish. Alright, we'll just head that way then. Okay, and you're done, so we're gonna have you march for Matorka, burn that down. And it looks like the top knots are already on Eckendorf, so hopefully they should be able to blow that up in a very small amount of time. But we're finally getting that positive public order in most of these areas, thank goodness. Karakangor I can't do anything about until that guy attacks. Well, I guess I could mobilize an army, but I don't really feel inclined to. Alright, what am I attacked by? Oh, nothing. Okay. It was just damage for some... Oh, it was damaged by an agent. Okay. And I have a WAAAGH. God, I really don't want one. So what we're going to do with this WAAAGH is we're just going to go tell it to go die. Because it's just raiding my lands at this point. Alright, and when we get the Age of Peace here in a second, we're going to try to get peace with the Norscan tribes. They might not go for it, but we're going to try. Where is this? Oh, this is the Border Princes. We're going to lose the settlement, that's fine. I think he'll only sack it. it would be weird. Okay, yeah. So it would be really weird if he, like, actually, raised it. And sacking's not a big deal. Karak Ungor. Alright, this is one of these I'm going to actually have to fight it because the computer is super dumb with auto-resolves. And it's like, oh, you're definitely going to lose this, despite the fact he only has 6 units that can fight on walls. You know, half of his army are Wolf Riders, which are absolutely useless when you're attacking. Like, Wolf Riders are just not useful at all attacking a siege. Defending, you can get some mileage out of them, because they can, you know, run back and forth and harass along the walls with their range attacks, and you can park them down, like, various side streets and have them charge into people's flanks as they break through the gates and stuff. But when you're actually fighting, attacking a settlement, they're utterly useless. They're not useful taking on gates. And, you know, even if the gate gets smacked open, they'll usually get stuck in those big fights. So, I'm guessing, yeah, he does have a battering ram. So basically all I'm going to do, because he's not going to be able to get through the other gate. He's just not. So, what we're going to do is, it actually deployed most of my units at the wall at the start, which is unusual. Normally it's not this helpful. So we want our big uns along the wall. They're probably going to hit it about here, and we just want to give them a bad time. I'd rather have my orc boys hold this gate just in case something weird happens. And then I'm going to throw another unit of big uns down here. I'm going to need big uns. These areas are all pretty well covered, honestly. Between the trolls and the spider riders, I cannot physically see anything getting through the gate. It's just not gonna happen. This gate's gonna get absolutely, like, shredded. We'll put our goblin archers, or forest goblin spider rider archers. God, that was a mouthful. There to hold the line, along with WAAAGH. I don't really need these guys up here. I think I'd rather hold them over here in, like, an auxiliary position to have them go reinforce one of the sides that needs help. We'll put these orc boys over here, and then we want our archers on top of the gate so they can't be targeted. I think that's everything. Yep, alright, so let's go ahead and start. These are level 2 siege towers, so if we get lucky, we might be able to take down a siege tower. These are level 2 towers. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna shred this one. Yeah, because these are actually, I think these are technically level 3, because I think cities start off with level 1 and then they go up to 4, if I recall correctly. So yeah, we blew up this siege tower easily, like, not even trying. 2 siege towers, in fact. And this one actually did a bunch of damage to the unit inside. It seems to be pretty inconsistent, which is something I kind of wish they would, like, fix. Because it seems like if a siege tower gets blown up before it makes it to the wall, that should be a pretty severe punishment. Like, the fact that it collapsed in on those goblins and did a bunch of damage, that's what I feel like it should always do. I find it a little weird that it seems to be pretty hit or miss. Actually, I don't think any of the siege towers are going to make it to the wall. Yeah, they're not. I don't know why my tower damage is so high all of a sudden. That's weird. I wonder if it got buffed, because normally the computer will make it to my walls. Either that or I'm just too used to playing on very hard. But in any event, yeah, this is going to put the computer in a really terrible position, because now he's got nothing to protect his units from my shooting attacks. And even when he climbs up the wall, if he does get on an archer unit, he's not going to do anything to them. So, what I'm going to do here is go ahead and reinforce this side with these guys. And I'm going to send these archers over to kill those archers. And our towers are still going to be able to, like, mess people up. Alright, he's coming up the walls. Good for him. So really, the only actual fight's going to be at the gate, which is going to be pretty easy. But, like, see, the computer was giving it, I think it said it was like 80-20, not in my favor. And, you know, upon seeing what's actually happening, that's, like, super goofy. Alright, so we don't need these guys on the walls taking unnecessary damage. So we're going to go ahead and have them retreat to the gate. We're going to retreat these guys as well, because I just don't need that many orcs over here. There's virtually no threat. Especially since the towers are blasting, like, all of these units. And these are firing, you know, pretty impactful, looks like they're firing the mushroom spore things. I kind of wish the whatever it was that the tower shot was a little more distinct, because it seems like they're shooting pretty cool racial specific things, but it's hard to tell. Alright, these guys are totally going to try and climb this wall. So I'm going to throw these orc boys up here. I do like the new spell effects. It's a lot easier to see what's going on, and with these little contrails you get on the edge, it actually also is better about telling you what type of spell it is, which I think is really nice. Because it used to just sort of be like, whatever, figure it out, you're on your own. And I wasn't a huge fan of that. I need to direct my archers, because they're all just doing whatever the hell they feel like, apparently. Alright, so my siege towers should be seeing off these guys pretty easily. I'm going to get the orcs back onto that siege tower. I don't need you guys over here anymore, so I'll have you head here. He's not quite through the gate yet, and I've basically destroyed everything already. No, see, he's not even made it onto the gate because his stupid archers are blocking the way. Typical. But I'm not going to go out and meet him because my towers are able to just do damage, so there's no point in me going outside. But yeah, we've won this side of the wall, so I think what I'm going to do is just bring some orc units over here, reinforce them with the archers, and I'll probably just send these guys out to go fight, because they're not in range of anything, so might as well. Over here, he's getting inside. This is something I really don't like that I think they should fix, is that there tends to be a problem with if you break units on the wall, they run into the building and then they tend to rally, and then you've got like this problem of guys rallied in your walls. And because they were breaking units, a lot of the times your guys will just let them through. It almost seems like they need to sort of recalibrate how units respond to fleeing units in sieges. Because, like, if you're not... Like, these guys could totally run over to, like, here and then rally and start taking my point. Which, obviously, in this fight isn't going to help them because they're too far down. But, like, a lot of the time, if you're, like, in a really pressing siege, that can be a huge deal. I mean, I've had, like, crazy powerful units, like Black Orcs, break on the walls, run into the city and rally, and there's still enough of them to cause a problem. And that was really frustrating. Alright, so Doofus appears on the wall, so I'm going to send up my lord to go kill him. He's fighting orc archers, yeah, so he's not doing particularly well. Yeah, he's getting stumped. Like, so I really like this now. If you got the green sigils, you know that it's a you know that it's an augment. If it's red, you know it's direct damage and or other problems. So we're gonna go up air boys. Yeah, this is not going well for him. So yeah, we're all just sort of piling out here, and I'm keeping these guys in range of my archers so that if these wolf riders try and cause too much of a problem, I can break them really easy. Yeah, see, he's mass breaking, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sally forth, do what damage I can. I mean, the problem is most of his stuff are wolf riders, so I can't really like catch him. I mean, I'm gonna try, but you know, this is where you gotta turn the spider riders on melee attack and just cut them loose. Problem is, most of his stuff are wolf riders, which are much, much faster. So yeah, the trolls are just gonna mess. So our real goal here is just to kill off the infantry units. Looks like we're not gonna have a ton of luck with that. We're gonna mess up the orcs. I was hoping to get those goblin archers, but it's just not gonna happen. Alright, and that's only like one guy, so I'm not gonna waste my time. But yeah, pretty easy win. We lost 81 guys, and he lost 1,500. Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty solid victory in our favor. But, alright, we'll just slaughter them. They're not really worth much money. I'd like to unlock Grimgor if I can. 8 piece, which is always awesome. I will be making a video, probably today, talking about the Beastmen DLC. Because I've had quite a few people sort of come out of nowhere, and not come out of nowhere, but sort of come to me and be like, hey, you know, what's your opinion on DLC? Is it worth it? Did you enjoy it? Yada, yada, yada. And I originally wasn't planning to comment more than my video already did. Like the video I already made on it. But I think it would be a valuable... I think it would be a good idea to revisit the subject matter and talk about it. So we're going to do that. Because that seems to be something that a lot of people are really interested in hearing. Got a big old wall here. Alright, I shouldn't need more than my wall to deal with that. So I'm going to send this army... Akador's already burning. So I'm just going to head for the Empire. Whatever, I got other things to do. Alright, we've got this shaman. Let's give him Dodgy Geezer and Thumped by Gork. Alright, you guys are full health, right? Yep. Alright, so we're going to underway and head towards Altdorf. Go burn it down. Alright, I want you to move down here so that I can buy regular troops. I get two units of black orcs, a unit of orc biggins, and then some orc archers. Okay, I can't afford orc archers. Well, I can afford one unit of orc archers. So maybe instead of that, it'd be better to take... Can I get 2 units of night goblins? Yep. Can I get 2 units of regular goblins? Yes, I can. Alright, that's worth it. Alright. Alright, and I'll probably... Azhag should be able to get a wall pretty fast. Which he's going to need one to take on Altdorf. But I am going to send this guy with him to try and help with that fight. Though I'm probably going to have to deal with Karak Nord first. Alright, we got our strap-on gear, which gives us plus 10 armor, which is fantastic. We get beast armor, so we can get plus 10 armor for our cavalry units. These beastmen actually get pretty stellar stats if they get far enough. Let's just go ahead and raise it. Alright, so border princes are down to their last settlement, which is good for us. Troll herder. Nope, not you.
The tribe's ready.
So we're gonna set course for Akendorf. I will have WAAAGH here That's not enough guys to threaten my settlements, is it? No. Okay, so I'm not even going to waste my time. You know what I will do? I'll send my WAAAGH after him. Because my WAAAGH with this guy is, like, tiny. It's not very helpful. So, I'm going to send WAAAGH out to support Azhag. Can I make it to the city? Yeah, I can. Alright, and Azhag's basically full leveled. Yeah, and he's got all his magical equipment. Oh, look, we even got some vampire help. And Azhag's army is pretty solid. It's a little lacking in the cav department for my liking, but... Alright, we burn it down. Hopefully the vampire counts don't take it immediately, because if they do, it's going to be kind of annoying, but... yeah. And then this Grom Peak should pretty much be under control. Man, Greatskin Obedience is just a bitch. Alright, so now that this army's weakened, this guy, Ratgash, should be able to lead his troops to victory. Yep. Wipe them out. Fantastic. Slaughter them. Good job, Ratgash. Alright, and then up here, we've pretty much... Life's good. Problem with the Norse tribes is they tend to be pretty powerful.
I'm touched by the eagle and the crow.
Alright, the good news is they don't hate me that much. It seems that in the Beastman patch, they made Chaos and a lot of the evil races like them a little bit more likely to like engage in diplomacy, which is really helpful. So now that I have peace with those guys, I don't even need to be here anymore. Like, once I get all of this settled and get enough boss camps going, I can just leave and bring the army back down south, which is good because that's a powerful army. It'll take them forever to get down here, but it'll be worth it. Okay, you guys are recruiting more troops. You got 2 more slots that I can fill up. Always want Night Goblin Archers if you can. Really fantastic unit. Just because the poisoned ranged attacks are so nice. Especially since the unit has hidden. So unless you're being like really open with your Night Goblins, most of the time the computer can't even see them. And it's just gonna miss. But that also makes Night Goblin Fighters really good too. Alright, so that wall's dead, but Azhag's got a wall, which is just what I need to take down Altdorf. Who is this? Alright, this is Karl Franz. I am surprised they all came so close to me. So we're gonna kill all these guys. If I can get rid of the Empire's armies... do I Vorgaz for this fight? No. Not close enough for Vorgaz. So I'm gonna kill this guy. Real quick. Alright, get him out of the way. Let's eat him. 9% is really good. And then... Giant Blade. That would be good on somebody. What are you wielding? Sword of Bloodshed? That's pretty good. Sword of Bloodshed's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So if I attack Karl Franz, it's just me. So we're gonna move Azhag a wee bit closer so that I get him in on the scuffle. The double wyvern action. Alright. We barely lost any troops. That being said, I'd like to continue rampaging without having to pause. We'll go ahead and slaughter. Armor of Gork. Fantastic. It's a great find. Yeah, I will take the Armor of Gork. Thank you. Alright, so he's level 20. So we can buff up his Wound Maker. And then Azhag, I believe, hit 30. Yes, he did. So for Azhag, we want Get Back Ear, which is one of his abilities in tabletop, so that's really good. And then we want Ardlads for our last one. So Azhag's fully leveled. And we're just gonna march toward Altdorf. So that's all you really that's really all you can do in this circumstance. We're gonna march straight for it and try and blow it up. Let's double deploy some big bosses out here to make a mess. Alright, so Carrick Norn unfortunately killed my WAAAGH. Not unexpected, but definitely unfortunate. Let's see. I got some biggins. Probably could use some more regular melee units. Give me some orc boys. I don't need like a super crazy expensive army. I need orc archers. These guys should have the go ahead to march on Ockendorf so that we can burn this region out. Okay, and then check our mountain holds, make sure that we're doing okay. Taking a little bit high vampiric corruption. Keep that tunnel boss going. The Carrick Ungor is now under control, so we're probably going to go ahead and send this guy to Carrick Kadrin. See, get him into march stance so he moves a little faster. We don't need him in Kazad Irkulaz anymore, because this place has got a high enough amount of boss camps that it should become self-sustaining. Alright, and then we're just going to underway towards Altdorf and try and break it. Because it's really the Empire's last major holding.
Speak.
Empire counts. Okay, so they're... they still like me a lot, but are ending my... yeah, we're going to join Muslim. Unfortunately, in the Beastman... I don't think... It might not have been the Beastman patch, but in a patch, unfortunately, they also made it where... in the Age of Peace, the various factions are much more likely to betray you and like do their own thing. Hey, Grimgor Ironhide, which is really frustrating because a lot of these campaigns it takes no small amount of time to build up pretty sizable forces and alliances, and unfortunately it seems like the Age of Peace makes it a little bit... It almost sort of makes them knee-jerks.
You have seconds to live.
Not what I wanted at all. Let's see. This guy got a lot bigger all of a sudden, but I've got him pretty grossly outnumbered. Should be able to wipe him out. Yeah. We got him in the underway, so he's dead. Though for some reason his runesmith supposedly survived. Alright, and we will eat them. Alright, yeah, they're both dead, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. Which saves me some trouble. And you're back in the zone I want you to be in, because I want you to have a boar chariot and boar biggins. So that's a nice, well-rounded force, which we like well-rounded. And this guy continues to grow, which is fantastic, because he's a great character. Let's put 2 points into savages. Back to regular. And we've got tons of friends here. And I've got a Doom Diver. They also made attacking cities a buttload easier, because as long as you have like a monster now, you can attack cities, so they're not nearly as resistant. Alright, Border Princes are dead. 2 invasion as they used to be, which is good. I hated that. It always sucked when you'd like be playing vampire accounts and you'd walk up to a wall and you're like, alright, I got 3 Vargulfs and 2 Terror guys, and the game's like, well, you don't have... And all my guys come with magic ladders. And the game would just be like, well, you don't have at least a battering ram, so you can't attack. And you're just like, what the hell? So you'd have to just wait. Cancel vassal status with the top knots. No, no thank you. That being said, I do intend to cancel my vassal status with the top knots, but only when I have them surrounded and can kill them very quickly. Because I don't play fair. Alright. Gosh darn it. So, we're going to leave this area because my guys are becoming antsy and are starting to cause problems. It should be fairly self-sustaining. The Chaos Corruption is like terrible, but I mean, what are you going to do? Oh, actually, it's about to rebel again. So, I guess we'll just stay here for now. Meanwhile, down south, all that shenanigans are continuing. Let's move Azhag first, because he's slower, unfortunately.
dog. Send me to battle.
Almost there. I can taste it. I just gotta beat what's their faces there. All right, and then Ockendorf's gone, and I'm not gonna need his help taking out the Empire. I just don't. So I think we're gonna go ahead and send this guy down to start preparing for the invasion of the Top Knots, which is gonna be pretty messy. Like super messy. So that's gonna be fun. That was sarcasm if you couldn't tell. Alright, this guy should be able to make it to Karakadrin, which is being very not well behaved. Casa Irkulaz is finally under control, though this vampiric corruption is getting really annoying. You can't really do anything until your place reaches tier 4 to do anything about corruption. Like, if there's nothing actively creating it, you can just sort of leave it alone and it goes away. Who's this guy? Oh, it's you. Okay. Let's do advisor. Give me more of them sweet monies. But I'm looking forward to being done with this campaign so I can start some other campaigns. Because I really want to do some decent campaigns. If you haven't been to the live stream, yeah, that's fine. If you haven't been to the live stream at all lately, we started a Kazrax solo campaign and got most of the way through it. My WAAAGH army killed someone. 2 of my WAAGHs killed people. That's always very convenient. Alright, so Krakatrak's a little bit better under control, but it's going to spiral out of control again pretty soon. Because that's just what Krakatrak does. We're making the final move towards Altdorf. I'm guessing it was this WAAAGH that did something. If I had to guess. Yeah, Weisenberg. Yeah, he joined with the Vampire Counts and fought. So that happened. Oh, there he is. He took a little bit of damage. Hopefully not too much. Alright, so this guy should be fully done, which he is. So I guess I'm going to take the Mountains of Karak Norn from them. Because Karak Norn's being a big pain in the butt about it. So we're just going to go wipe him out. I mean, might as well, right? Alright, so we're just going to go south. We're just going to head... I'm going to send this guy all the way down to Gorgazan and just have him camp out. Actually, probably would be better to send him down to Misty Mountain and have him camp out there instead. It probably is a longer journey. We're going to do a very similar thing with this guy, actually, because this place does not matter to me anymore. Really, I think we're just going to go for the short campaign victory and move on with our lives. Because it's not like you get anything for the long campaign victory other than like, oh, I did it, and the only thing I'm missing is killing the top knots in the Empire. So yeah, we're just gonna start marching all of our big armies that are not engaged with the Empire south. I'd like to maintain most of my control over the World's Edge Mountains just with the funding, but like everything else, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the Bretonnian armies. Okay, Vorgaz is wawing now, for I'm not really sure why, but oh, you know what, because he has yep, he has WAAAGH Path, which is super useful. It lets you move around enemy territory with very, very little issue. Alright, so Azhag's gonna attack Altdorf, which is easy to slaughter, so I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, so we have hurt Altdorf, and we're going to sack it. And then next turn I will raise it. Because orcs. Orcs, 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 orcs. Technically the wrong genre, but whatever, I don't care. Alright. I should be able to march into Grimhold, take it out. Well, this should be easy. Close victory in my butt.
The tribe's
Guy barely even has a hole, and it's like, oh, you barely got him. I'll take... Actually, no, Looter. Looter is, in my opinion, the best value. Because the other two are dependent upon you taking certain kinds of actions. Looter is just whenever you win a fight. Just so much better. Well, it's only for looting settlements, but I don't have to raise it. Or sack it, rather. You can tell I've got that beastman mindset going too well. Alright, we'll just do these. Just like that. Alright. And then I'm going to turn my attention up north. This guy grew a level. We don't really care about him, but whatever. He's just sort of there to make sure Grom Peak behaves. I think the moment I get that tier 3 boss camp, we're going to kick him out. Go back to that. Alright, and then this guy. What's going on up here? Alright, because it. Whatever. Alright, you're just going to keep marching your butt south as fast as you can. You grew a level, good for you. Have propagandist. Why not? Alright, and then this guy, we're going to turn on March Stance. Because he does not take attrition damage from these sorts of areas, and he's just going to head straight for Misty Mountain as fast as he can. His War Army close behind. And then carry here. Set. Alright, and then I will burn down Altdorf next turn. Because I think you have to raise it, but... Hopefully the Steam achievement works. Sometimes it's really hit or miss with the Steam achievements. If you're actually going to get it to work. Alright, Azhag. I've got a bunch of armies. Alright, and let's raise it to the ground. Goodbye, Altdorf. Alright, now all that's left to do is to finish off the Empire at large. WAAAGH. And we've both got war armies, so we can split up. We'll send Azhag into the Bretonnian areas, and we'll send WAAAGH south. Money. Boss hat. Hat. Dren. Undor. This area still needs one more turn. You just head south. Please give me my achievement. Hopefully he did. Yeah, there we go. Juan Altdorf. I now have all of the greenskin achievements. Thank the gods. I am a hardcore achievement collector. I'm very fond of it, and it's kind of a bitch. In this game, because they made some of them just goofy. Like, having 8,000 loot income for a turn is, like, one of the most agonizing things I've ever had to do. Just because, like, there are so many things that have to go right that will go wrong. You know, it's like if you accidentally gosh, I have to move so far to get over to Nuln. Burn it. Okay, never mind. I will lay siege to it. The Vampire Council come closer so I can finish it up. Wow, Top Knots, you've got a lot of armies. Which just reminds me how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be when I have to kill you myself. Destroying the Top Knots is not going to be fun. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I wish I had been more experienced when I had started this campaign. Because obviously this is my first This was one of the first campaigns I started recording. But because I recorded it and I didn't want to like record it all in one day, I like started it early on and just really did not know what I was doing. Vassalizing another greenskin horde, despite the fact it sounds like a great idea, is a terrible idea. Or at least vassalizing a savage orc tribe. Like, if it's not a savage orc tribe, it's not as big of a deal. Because it's just like, oh, I'll just, you know, whatever. You know, I can just confederate with them. Well, you can't confederate a savage orc tribe. Because they're apparently a different thing. Unless something's changed. Like, I'll check here in a second just to be sure. But last I checked, it's impossible to confederate with them. Which makes my life a lot harder. Let's see, top dots. Yeah, you can't confederate. You have to fight them. So I should have just killed them when I had the chance. So we're just gonna head south as fast as we can because our relationships with like practically every single other faction is slowly but surely deteriorating. I don't want to be around when that shit hits the fan. The good news is about the Savage Orcs, though, in comparison to having, like, another faction helping you out, is that the Savage Orcs have really terrible armies. Because they literally only bring Savage Orc units, and that's it. Like, they don't bring a clever mix or, like, fun, interesting armies. They just bring lots of Savage Orc units. And that's it. Let's go ahead and fix this. That wall will catch up with me. I'll keep you safe. Slowly smash my way towards what's left of the Empire. So he's got... Man, he's reinforced all the way up here. Yeah, he's got Caron, Lenguel, probably pronounced that wrong, Castle Baston, but I don't think he's south of here, so we've got him cornered. Alright, this guy's healed up plenty, so we're gonna march him out.
That's good.
Go finish off Caragnorn, just to get them out of my hair. You keep on marching. You're about 3 turns away, give or take. 4 turns. Already moved you. Right. That guy's probably about to lose his wall because he's not active enough. I could throw down a raiding stance, but I'm trying to keep the vampire counts calm. Right now, a lot of these races are avoiding declaring war on me because I'm strength rank 1, which is convenient. Like, if you're strength rank 1, the Age of Peace, a lot of races will stop being your ally. But that's about, like, the worst thing they'll do, because a lot of them are, like, super scared of you at that point. Alright, Azhag should be able to handle what's left of the Empire, so I'm going to go ahead and start marching Vorgaz south as well. So I can just mop this stupid thing up. Because, like, I'd even be totally down to do another Greenskin campaign with Grimgor. But different. Like... Problem with this campaign was I started it too late. That was stupid. Now I'm stuck up here. I started this campaign, and then I just kind of had to keep, like, coming back and forth, which led to, like, all sorts of annoying problems. Alright, Montfort. Just gonna keep burning shit. Gotta head towards my goal. Well, Baston's dead. They weren't my target, but they're out of the way, so what are you gonna do? Storm Medic. More money. Like, I enjoyed this campaign. I just made a lot of goofy mistakes because I hadn't, like, it was so early for me. Now I can, usually I can blow through a campaign usually in about, probably like 6 hours, usually. I can like smash my way through a very hard campaign. Ooh, let's retreat. I don't know why that army was so powerful. Hopefully I retreated all the way back to my own zone. I imagine we didn't, because that seems like too good of luck for me. Alright, so he's pretty much in position. We'll just have him raiding stance, because I don't really care if the top now start hating me. Right now they're like, yeah, he's the best, and I'm like, no, I'm really not. Alright, so we're going to send him south. What is this army? Is it just Longbeards? How is that a threat to me? What do I know? I don't want to raiding stance my own area. I don't raid myself. That's good. If your WAAAGH stops in your location, for some reason they start like attacking you. It's really annoying. All right, so that's about as far as I want to go because I'm going to camp. Because although our goal is to kill the Empire, we've got a ton of undead allies who are going to make this process a little bit easier. And then, so once these three armies converge, on the Savage Orcs, we'll probably just go ahead and attack and just tear them apart. He's not going to be able to stop these three armies. Just because the amount of time it's going to take him to... Peace treaty, it's fine. The amount of time it's going to take him to get home is going to be freaking ridiculous. But like, this campaign ended up being one of the more interesting ones. Because what usually happens, especially in like very hard, which is kind of my... I think I prefer hard for like fun, but very hard I think tends to provide a really satisfactory challenge. But one of the things that I don't like about the very hard campaigns is that chaos tends to get like really out of control. Which I get, you know, that for a lot of people it's like, oh, you know, you're getting the real chaos experience, you know. But I don't know, I've just never been as big of a fan of the whole like crap. Well, I guess we're marching. Yeah, if I go in there, I'm gonna take attrition damage, which is really annoying. But it makes the end of the world a little bit annoying, just because it's just so ridiculous. And there's most of the time there's like pretty much nothing you can do about it. I have a very strong feeling he's trying to ambush me, so I'm just gonna stay in this stance for now because I don't really care if I take those mountains. All right, you should have arrived. Yeah. So we're just gonna move close, and then we're gonna camp. Just cause some chaos. The thing I like, but this is totally random thought, but something I've actually noticed that I really like is it seems like they've made a notable difference between the Beastmen and the Greenskins, in that the Greenskins actually have better WAAAGHs, or better, I think for the the Brayherds for the Beastmen. Because for the Beastmen, if you get inactive for too long, like me marching south with this guy, like sometimes it's super fast. Like if you haven't fought for like 3 turns or something like that, it will just, like, the game just decides, okay, you've been active for too long, so you lose all your, you know, your hordes or whatever, and they just scatter to the hills, and you're just shit out of luck. So I am very glad that, like, there's notable differences between the Greenskin and Beastmen ones, in that, like, with the Greenskins, you can get pretty good mileage out of your WAAAGHs, like exceptional mileage, and they will hold the line like for a pretty good while, and won't, you know, turn on you and try and attack you and kill you and stuff. As with the Brayherds, like I ended up, wow, we don't have a non-aggression pact. That's funny. I ended up playing a Beastman campaign. I think my very first one was a very hard campaign with Malagor that I played through. Just get a feel. With who? With the listed factions. There's nobody listed. What was I saying? Oh, right. And I marched Malagor, so I like took over the entire map. Like I wasn't pulling punches. I like marched all the way up north and was there to make a fuss. He better take that. I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't. Because I don't want to have to come back south to clean up his mess. But one of the really interesting things was that while I was in the north, I ended up getting in a fight against my own Brayherds, because most of the world was dead, and it took me a really long time to march up north. Because if you're like, because I think I finished the fight down in like Bretonia for the world, and then there was nobody pretty much left on the map but like me and Chaos, so me and Chaos started fighting each other, and it was just a huge mess. Like just huge absolute cluster, you know. And it took, so when I got up there, I had fought Chaos and forced them into a peace treaty. And the reason I was up there was because I was trying to get my, if I recall correctly, I was trying to get my raiding victory, which required me to, because for the Beastmen you have to get like I think they fixed it last I checked, but the rating requirement for Beastmen is just freaking ridiculous. In my opinion, like, I wish it was, like, you have to loot a certain amount, like, from destroying settlements and raiding. Because the Beastmen, in my opinion, don't really fit themselves that well to the, like, hardcore raiding aspect. I just really did not get that feel for them. But to win with them, like, you have to do a crap load of raiding. Like, just a massive amount of raiding. And I found that kind of odd, honestly, because it didn't... Raiding felt weird with the Beastmen. Like, I felt like I was wasting time by raiding. It felt much more natural to, like, attack, and then hide, recruit, and then attack and hide, recruit, and attack and hide, recruit. Raiding was this super awkward thing that I would have to, like, try and fit in there from time to time, just because I couldn't win the game if I didn't raid. Because it punished you for not fitting the playstyle, which I thought was a little silly. I also think it made the divide between the Beastmen and the Greenskins not as noticeable as it needed to be. Like, I feel like a lot of people felt they were way too similar of races, and I think if the Beastmen had been a little bit less raid required, that it would not have felt as heavy like that. But that's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. That being said, like, I really like the Beastmen, and that's something I'm definitely going to be talking about here today. Of my very, very positive feelings for that DLC. Could not be happier that the Beastmen are out. Like, I'm in that unfortunate situation where I'm already, like, wanting to know what's next, and it's goofy. Alright, so my WAAAGH killed something. Oh, okay, he took out Carl Franz's army. Which is actually super helpful because they were hiding in Corone, and now he's out. Alright, so he's dead, so all I've got to do now is burn Corone to the ground, and the Empire's out of my way. Crap, but he's taking Linus, so never mind. But I do need to take Corone. Get it out of the way. Just burn it down. This army is getting the crap kicked out of it. No rest time, just war. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send my WAAAGH ahead of me. And I will catch up with them. As soon as I can. So you're level 18, so we'll give you Zap. And I'm sending my big bosses up into the mountains to attack these really irritating dwarves. These dwarves are causing me a lot of problems. Critical failure, of course. Why would it be any other way? Okay, this really irritating thing is like kicking the crap out of my army. So we're gonna back up a little bit and get into the real healing. That way he can't quite keep up with it. Alright, we're going to move here so that I can cross that mountain. And you're going to head for Gorkazan. Who is this? Okay. Alright, so you already have all your spells. Let's put you on a giant wolf and do another point in savages. Probably should have done that. Alright, so hopefully the Empire's about to die. And the moment the Empire's dead, I can finally just swarm like a Zerg army. What was that? Was that I gained a wall, or that one of my... Oh, okay, my wall. Okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. Alright, so I'm not going to rush because I kind of need to heal as I go. I'm hoping my wall can handle it. It's probably not going to happen. Fortunately, that's still pretty crappy. Alright, I'm just going to try and keep up with them. That is the final outpost of the Empire, and I'm trying to get to it and wipe it out before it becomes too big of a problem. Alrighty then. And WAAAGH is really fast. Like, good on him. Way to be speedy there. Alright, I am finally down here. And we will send... Okay. Rat gas... Wait, I know who this is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tunnel boss is fine. Then up your fightiness, and then this guy is just going to keep being a good tunnel boss. Because whenever one of my settlements is under attack, it happens underground. But let's go ahead and unvassalize. Okay, my war army died, so that's kind of annoying. Gork. I kind of wish they would make Gork and Mork the same. I don't understand why Mork gives you less fightiness than Gork. Because it's like, why would I ever pick Mork in that scenario? Hopefully they do wound damage. Okay, let's get it over. Just get it over with. I don't even care. God, I lost some good soldiers. Please die. Oh, it's over. Alright, so the Empire's dead. So all that remains between me and my victory are the top knots. They are literally the last standing hurdle. So I'm going to march you for this as fast as I can, so that I can just smash into them and tear them limb from limb. You're just about there. Azhag, we're going to march south as quick as we can as well. Actually, we're probably going to have to rest for a little bit. Thanks, game. It's like, you have damaged buildings. Would you like to do something about it? It's like, I would if I could, but too bad I can't because reasons. The Empire's out of my way, so now I just gotta get the top knots and just beat the crap out of them. I don't know what they're asking in that thing. Crack a drag. Do I really care enough? No, I don't. The answer is I don't. I am past the point of caring about this campaign. I just want it to end. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Who the hell is Olog Rockgut? Oh, this guy. Well, that should actually help. Yeah, you can say a war with Karaknorn. I don't. That's fine.
This way.
That's a good little goblin approved hobby right there. All right, Azhag. I want you to just rest for a while, man. Get back your strength. Get a new giant. And another Black Orc unit. What the hell else did I lose? Looks like I lost some Night Goblins, I guess? No, I lost a Spider Rider unit. Yep. Just get another Ragnarok. If I'm already going to be spending 6 turns, you might as well just go all out. So you collect those toys, while the rest of us do the dirty work. Alright, so I'm right next to Gorkazan, so I can squat. And these guys are descending south as quick as they can. Let's see. Where do I want to head for? He's going to be able to tear up this area pretty good. So I should probably tear up, starting with the Bitterstone. Alright, so we'll get him into place. And then once everyone's in place and healed up well enough, we will launch the assault and just tear everything apart. I don't care. And the good news is for me that most of the top knots are still fleeing or heading in really goofy directions. The problem is that he's taking stuff. I actually have a different mission for you. I was going to have you attack Karaknorn, but now that doesn't matter.
Good one.
We just need to get everything we have on these guys around the world so that we can just wipe them out and get it over with. The good news is he doesn't really have that many places to spread because I'm already there. And the top knots aren't really that expand heavy. Okay, we got our boar breeding, so our boar riders are better, which is always good. For the channel, though, I can say I probably will not do another greenskin video. Another greenskin campaign. Probably greenskin video, yes. But a greenskin campaign I probably will not do until WAAAGH, the Great Green Prophet, is released. Once WAAAGH's out, I'm almost certainly going to be doing another greenskin campaign with him. I'm hoping he has a unique starting position. Here, we need to unvassalize these guys. Actually, not yet. I don't really care if all my alliances crumble. I'm going to try and get this guy a turn to sort of like clean up his numbers a bit, get his wall over, so I can just attack and tear everything to little itty bitty pieces. Should probably send Azhag over there, but Azhag's not really gonna go anywhere. I'll just heal up for now. I'm trying to get him to leave. If I can get him to wander out of that spot, then I can attack without any concern. The problem is this guy's really low level, and Azhag still got 2 more turns. Okay, we're just gonna wait until either the top knots leave Karak Azgraz or Azhag reaches his army being back. If Azhag gets his army back first, then I will send Azhag over here to make a mess. So we don't care about any of this other stuff. Because whatever, we're past the point of caring. WAAAGH, we'll give you 7. I would have WAAAGH just attack this, but he's not going to be able to take it. Because he's a little baby. Alright, he's left, so we've got the go-ahead. And I'm hoping he's going to turn around. The moment he's like, oh my gosh, I've been attacked. Alright, so we're gonna go down to the top knots, who are, of course, rank number 3 in strength. And we're gonna declare war. And we don't
Nasty
and then we're just gonna smash everything we find. I'm not even gonna bother taking a lot of these settlements. I'm literally just gonna raise them, so it makes it harder for the top knots to take them back. Because if I take them, then the top knots can retaliate against me pretty easily and without much consequence. Itchy Nuisance is such a good spell. I feel like it's really underrated in multiplayer. But most of my settlements down here are pretty well defended. We're not going to worry about resettling any of these things. We're literally just going to burn all of the ground. Because I don't require them to win. And if the... Oh no, the Wyvern Lord. That's my 3rd Wyvern Lord. I love it. Because if he gets obsessed with trying to take them all back, then we will have this very handy advantage of all of his armies are going to be vastly depleted. But the good news is the raiding alone is going to give me a ton of loot. Like, the only thing I'm really missing out on is, like, things I don't really super care about. like very small replenishment. But we're going to go ahead and send my WAAAGH armies after, like, the minor settlements. That way I can focus my larger groups on more important targets. Obviously, if the WAAAGHs fail, I can clean up after them, but I'm not super worried about them in most cases. Just going to sort of burn our way through the mountains with extreme prejudice. Get back here, and our lads. Did you get the luck? Where is it? The Lucky Shrunken Head. Wow, that's really good. 15% ward save? That is amazing. Where's Azhag? Azhag. Is the Crown of Sorcery... No, it's not. That is an enchanted item. Wow, that is really good. So you get up to a 50% ward save. That's pretty freaking amazing for Azhag. Like, for Azhag, that's absolutely phenomenal. Alright, so he's actually ready to move again. So I'm just going to sort of underway him towards everything else. Of course, I don't have any allies anymore because all my allies refused to join me in the war because they're scared of the top knots, understandably so. Of course, the top knots are probably going to have a really hard time responding to me fast enough. And everything's going to hell in a handbasket. I do not care. Not sure where he went. I just sort of want to be on guard. And I moved him normally because I'm a dunce. Alright, so... Is this place well defended, or is it just a joke? Yeah, it's got a garrison. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to help him with this. Let's go ahead and pop our march. And move right up behind him. Alright, and then they're going for Mingo, which does not have a good base defending it. So I can not worry about it and just march towards Galvaraz to burn it down. Then down here, I can't see any of these places. I'm going to send my WAAAGH to kill Death Gorge while I underway my way towards Credtoman. Yep, and we're just going to burn this place to the ground. With not a care in the world. All of our WAAAGH armies. He's probably going to take it, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Devour him. Yeah, he took it. It's annoying, but it's not a big deal. And the big thing is that the top knots have really large armies, but unfortunately for them, that's not great in their case. The kind of at a disadvantage. What was that? Those savages. It looks like one of the other Savage Orcs tribes revived. Not really sure which one it is. I don't really care.
Time to fight.
I can't make it. It's annoying. Moving around through the Badlands is probably the least enjoyable part of the Greenskin campaign. These places are just super annoying. Alright, we're just gonna keep burning everything down, because that's what we do. Alright, and I caught the Dragon Horde mines, which is fine. Not really my initial intention, but what you gonna do? Alright, so I'm gonna march this way. Boss tent. Alright, and Azhag, we're gonna tell to move south as quickly as humanly possible, because he's still kind of our big bad at the end of the day. And this guy, we're just going to have also keep up. Though his ultimate goal is just to make absolutely certain the top knots do not get reestablished anywhere in the north. Alright. With Galbaraz dead, I will march for Agrumigdal, and I will have him take out... Alright, we've pretty much got him on the ropes. He's got less than... He has very few settlements actually still left. Alright, that's fine, I don't care. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts suing for peace. Ooh, Blackcrag's under assault. Whatever. Too bad Blackcrag is, like, ridiculously over-defended. Is that even a 20 stack on it? Yeah, it is. That actually might be a threat. Nope. Not if he actually attacks the walls. He's gonna need that second army to even stand a chance. But I'm just gonna keep plowing on and trying to tear him apart. Yeah, I'll send you for this side of the mountains.
The tribe's ready. Fucking get him!
Alright, so I'll go for Spite Peak. You take out these two. You'll take out this. You will take out Agrumigdal. Bronte Mengol fell to our side, which is fantastic. Fantastique. Not really worried about Blackcrag. I will slowly make my way down there to defend it, but that's probably going to be my highest level of concern. It's like, oh, I guess I should head south. Okay. And these guys are just going to make sure that these hordes up here do not cause any problems. But yeah, he's definitely on death row. Which is good. So this will be a nice little, probably 2-hour video by the time we wrap it up. Cajun's under attack, but it's got very, very powerful defense force. Not really sure how it determines the difference between heroic and decisive victory sometimes. Feels like it's very arbitrary from time to time. Man, I cannot wait for Athelloren to be playable. You notice it's actually a big gray zone on the map now. I don't think it was like that before, but that could just be me having terrible memory, which is, of course, entirely possible. Actually is more than likely. Okay, so... Are you in range of attacking it normally? Yes. Alright, so the south is completely fallen. All that's left are his settlements among the mountains. But, you know, for each settlement that I take, his finances are just plowing into the ground at probably a very hyper-alarming rate. So I'm going to go for Spite Peak. I'm going to march my main army for Crooked Fane Fort. Once again, Blackcrag potentially might fall. I'd honestly be kind of surprised, but you never know. It could be defeated. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't, though. If he actually tries to take that, I would probably bother to defend it. I do not intend to lose that place without a fight. There we go. That's really the only place he can threaten just because it's my capital.
I'm talking to no.
What the hell do you want? No aggression. Alright, Death Gorge has fallen. So yep, all that remains is what is up here. Okay, so this far south in the Badlands, yeah, it's still faster to march. So I'm gonna march this guy up towards Black Crag, which is probably gonna hold for a little while. We're gonna have Gogret here wipe out Crooked Fang Fort, but he's gonna need his wall to do it. We might actually need more help than that. We'll have to see. I'm underway my way towards Spike Peak, and I'm going to have him send his wall to help here just in case. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't care. There you go. Wait, did I move? I don't think I moved these guys. I'm trying to figure out where he ran off to. Because those little remaining hordes are a problem. Well, Carrick Norton's dead. Stone Mine Tower, that's where he is. Alright, that's fine. So that's where I will march Azhag and my northern forces. Don't care. I'm gonna march down to the ocean as fast as I can to catch them. We're going to march this guy. So we're probably gonna underway him. Nope, gonna be faster to march. We want to send this guy towards them as fast as we can as well, to cut them off from reinforcing. Spike Peak should fall without any problem. Yeah. Just take it. Yeah, that gives me the Desolation and the Gash. Convenient. Alright, I've got my war army here. So, Fang's fallen. Which only leaves one hold left. So we'll just occupy it. Very nice. Alright, that gives us control of the Eastern Badlands. So this guy just... you're a pretty good fighter, but you still got a ways to go. Alright, and then I will coordinate both of my walls onto Karak Azgal. My hordes go to meet them. So all that's left is these little hordes over here. Ooh. I don't even know who this is. Oh, this is my super wizard. Good for you. Can you move? Or no, you won Spike Peak this turn. Okay. So this is all that's left, is this little bugger here. I'm really hoping he attacks Stone Mine and stays there so I can get him. Okay, he's attacking Black Crag. Oh boy. I'm actually going to need to defend this place, yeah. Black Crag needs to hold. Because if I can break these two armies here, then the top knots are pretty much dead. But we're a little grossly outnumbered. The only thing that's really working in our favor is I have much more elite units. Don't have a general, though, or any kind of cast. Is it snowing? Huh. So, we have, what, 2 gates or 3 gates? 2 gates. Okay, well that makes this part easy. So we're going to put a giant on each gate, which of course is the obvious part. We want... He does not have all of any siege towers that would appear. It could be there's a bunch and they're just really spread out. Sometimes that happens. No. Nope. He's got a reinforcement army coming in, but that's about it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to put a lot of orc archers along this wall just to activate these towers. And our big goal here is just to do a lot of range damage, because that extra force that's going to come in is not going to really have any siege equipment. So they're going to be pretty shit out of luck upon impacting the wall. Definitely want to have some black orc units ready to repel the towers. Shouldn't need more than 3 for that job. Arrow boys we want to put so that they're mostly on top of the gate but can still reinforce. And then this orc boy unit we're going to put over this gate so that we've just got tons of shooting. And then we're going to put 1 black orc unit on each gate. I'm going to put my general's unit probably on the center gate. Just have him hold that main line. We're going to put 1 troll unit per gate. And then, of course, the extra unit of black orcs will hold this gate as well. And then the boar boys, we're going to put 2... God, ultra-sized units are the bane of my existence. We're going to put 2 of them over here, and their only goal is just to charge the gate as soon as it opens. But from the flank, obviously. Can I get you to face the direction I want? There we go. Yeah, so their goal is to just make a big old sandwich. And smash everyone who attacks the gate. And then the first unit, we're just going to hold, I guess, back here and just have them smash into that. He doesn't have any siege because he's Savage Orc, so I don't have to worry about the walls being knocked down. So this should be pretty straightforward, honestly. As for the Doom Divers, we're just going to put them in the streets where they have a clear line of sight to the battle. They've got plenty of good range to just mess stuff up. So yeah, here we go. So we're just going to fire. We're going to do our best to make a mess. The bad thing about Doom Divers is that happens. I tend to be a little trigger happy against my own walls. So what I'm going to have them do is actually, we're going to target, I'm going to try and have them target the units that are purposefully staying very far away. Or like the hordes that are coming in. It seems like the best use of their skill. Maybe the boar boys just a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. Never mind. Take back what I said. I just need to get them firing so that they're not tempted to shoot where there are towers. Alright, so these archers are going to put quite a bit of damage on our black orcs, which really sucks. I'm going to try and have the towers and my archers focus down the enemy archer units, because I would much rather get rid of them at this point than the enemy trolls. Trolls don't bother me much. They're super easy to beat up on. I am more easily irritated by archer units. Unfortunately, this unit's not cooperating terribly well with what I want. Okay. So the towers are going to be able to mess up most of the big things. Alright, so the fight's begun in earnest. I'm not really sure what the Doom Divers are shooting at. I'm trying to focus them on the archers. They should have a pretty clear line of shot to those. Alright, these gates are down, so we're going to have the black orcs head on in, the giant, and the trolls. And then if they push back this initial defense, we'll respond with the cavalry. No, I really doubt it's going to get to that level. So we're going to go ahead and send in 1 unit specifically. And we are going to put all of them on guard mode so that they don't accidentally go running outside of the gate and make a mess. So he actually took a battering ram to this door, which is not going to work out super well for him. Yeah. Alright, Alright, so the Doom Diver's doing a great job. Also going to go ahead and put them on guard mode so they're not tempted to wander off. And we'll keep these boar boys kind of in reserve. And their main goal is just to chase down any unit that actually manages to make it past and tries to rally inside the gates, because that's super annoying. But y'all already heard me bitch and moan about that, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, this fight's... I mean, there are a lot of people, but most of them are not well equipped to deal with what I have. So I'm not honestly super worried about it. And see, like, this siege tower is useless. I'm going to go ahead and pull these archers off. And pull them over here to defend this inner area. Just keep an eye on the Doom Divers, so they don't want to accidentally end up shooting my own guys. The Black Orcs are holding really, really well on the walls. I mean, they're morale-wise, they're barely even they barely seem to even notice that there are enemy units up there. Okay, I moved up. See, I goofed up here. I moved the archers too far away from the tower and took it offline. So, if I can defeat this main force, we'll be fine. So far, we're doing pretty well. They barely scratched the surface of my army. So, I'm really not that worried. Just keep the Doom Divers firing at good targets, not bad targets. He's only busted open one gate so far, and he's lost quite a few units for his trouble. We can pull out these boar boys and have another go at them. This gate's down, so now we charge in the general and his unit. Come on, Giant, let's go. That's also great, because it means our Lord was able to come into the fight really... Okay, so see, these units have broken in. So we're going to be able to send these boar boy auxiliaries to go clean up that mess. Alright, so these guys are pretty much broken. I'm going to go back in the corner. Back in front of the tower. Alright, so we're reforming on the walls. Taking our positions. Just checking on where these suckers are aiming. Trying to keep them on good targets. Alright, so actually fire over here. We're doing really well on all these walls. Not really concerned at all. I don't think the Giants are fighting right now. Just make sure we're recommitting all those guys to the fight. Poor boys. Go ahead and come in on these guys. And we've got these archers positioned so that they'll shoot at people as they come out. These guys are doing a good job making sure those units are getting chased off the table. Whatever. Just going to keep these boar boys on auxiliary unless they're needed for support. Something starts to break through, but right now nothing's good. Yeah, they're totally going to roll. Which is good for us. Over here, we just want to keep an eye on the Giant, make sure he stays active. It's a skill derby. Alright, yeah, they're making absolutely no progress. Like, get the Black Orcs committed. Yeah, we've completely stonewalled them. It's not even remotely close. Bring these guys back. Let's pull our boar boys out a bit, and we don't need these archers up here anymore, so we'll bring them down as well. So I'm going to pull these guys back a little bit so that I can recharge. I don't think that's going to open up the gap. Shouldn't. Just make sure the Black Orcs stay busy. So we're going to come over here, we're going to reform. I think they're kind of squeezing through a bit from the left. Alright, so we're going to charge back in. We're going to move our archers, air boys right over here, so I can shoot into this combat and do lots of great damage. I'm going to focus my long-range units' attention on some of these more faraway targets. he's firing off itchy nuisance. No, Gork will fix it. Oh, good that too. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn these guys off guard position because we've got the victory condition. Yeah, let's get it. Not even remotely close. So this is the part where I turn everyone off guard, and I just unleash everything I've got in a big attempt to just do as much damage as possible. So we're just going to unleash the Boar Boys, and we're going to tell them to kill as much stuff as they possibly can. Like, just absolutely try and get them to trash the joint. That's really all you can do at this point. And then we just hit the speed up button and watch the carnage. And normally it's fine to just end battle, but I prefer to maximize casualties when I'm especially when I'm fighting with an army that can't move. Like they're just stuck here. I find it much better to basically hold the line. I'm trying to get these Boar Boys to go right out and do stuff. They're being a little sluggish about it. Come on, guys, chop chop. Chop chop, tally ho. Whatever it is people say these days. Alright, see if we can do damage to those archers would be the real joy. Most of them are going to make it off the map before I'm even able to make contact. The good news is, though, the artillery towers are doing a ton of damage. Yeah, sheesh, I didn't even make it over here. Alright. Heroic victory, huzzah. So yeah, he deployed well over twice as many guys as we had, and it just utterly bounced off and did not do anything. The kills on my side were just atrociously high. So yeah, we'll just slaughter him for the leadership bonus if he decides to attack again, but that should see him off for a good while. Alright, he's attacking Stone Mine with his WAAAGH, which means his WAAGH is probably going to take it, which I hope is the case, because that means hopefully it'll anchor him down for a moment. Alright, so this guy is going to underway across the ocean to retake Stone Mine. And Azhag is slowly crawling his way south. Very slowly. Speaking of the south, I cannot quite reach Azhag. Alright, so let's clear my WAAAGH targets because I don't want my WAAGHs getting any ideas. Alright, and the rest of our guys, we're just going to march out to try and find and defeat all of the respective top-knot armies before they can get too well situated again. But he's only got 2 settlements left, and all of his armies are back in the Badlands. So I've got about 8 minutes until I hit exactly 2 hours. Actually, no, that's not quite correct, because I guess there was a little bit of me like getting set up. So I've got roughly 9 minutes, I would say, before we hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to see if I can try and wrap things up by that. I don't even know why I'm bothering to upgrade these buildings. Alright, so you recapture Stone Mine. It's back where it belongs. In greenskin hands. Not those stupid savages. And then Azhag is just about here. Alright, so they're all rallying up to go do something, it seems like. So I've basically got to hurtle myself north to try and kill him. Alright, and Azhag is mine. And he is in the northern Badlands, which is not where he probably really wants to be, because that's where Azhag's rallying to. Unleash. Yeah, that's where WAAAGH is almost too. So short campaign victory. Yeah, I got everything. I just gotta finish off the top knots. And that is all that is left of him. Is that tiny little group of 4 armies that are mostly, for the most part, quite badly wounded. All right, he's attacked Iron Rock. So now I march all my forces to Iron Rock as fast as I can. So you should be able to march now.
The tribe's ready.
As should you. And for you, it's going to be faster to underway.
No way. Fooling no one.
Alright, and you, it's much the same. Alright. We have you surrounded. There's nowhere to run. You've got that sweet attrition damage because you don't have any settlements left. Give yourself up.
Fine. Yes, yes.
I kind of want to let WAAAGH wait for reinforcements. Alright. We've got him, boys. All the Wyvern Lords are circling in.
In the motion.
Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 armies. Smash. Yeah, that was his last truly big army. Now he's just gonna fight to the death. I don't care. Alright, so
Now they'll see. Send in the spiders.
WAAAGH against you. I got Mash, who is their faction leader, I believe. I think he's who owned this wall.
On the way.
Yeah, so that wall's out of my way.
Yeah.
And then I'll wipe out this one. The other WAAAGH. Popular greenskin name.
I'll get here.
And then I can underway to block off
Dog wants me
these
out
guys
there.
from going too far north. Azhag can rampage his way for here. As can WAAAGH.
Now's the time. You stupid.
Alright, this is the end, folks. The end of all things Azhag.
What you want?
Shame I didn't get to see any beastmen, but next campaign we will be seeing a lot of them because we will be playing as them. I'm gonna be doing an Empire campaign and a beastman campaign simultaneously. I think is what I'm gonna do next. He's got nowhere to run. Azhag, you should deal the killing blow. This was your campaign after all. And I know for a fact that this is the final army. You lead your stupid... I can't tell my WAAAGH armies to go anywhere. I have a bad feeling one of my WAAAGH armies is just gonna eat them. It's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah. Whatever. Never mind. Sorry, Azhag. And... game. As soon as my turn starts. Oh my god. Alright, that's a wrap. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I know this campaign took forever. Then again, I don't think this is really one of the more watched series on here, so I'm guessing the people who do enjoy watching it aren't that bothered. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely made a really stupid error in subjugating the top knots. Won't be making that mistake again. So, probably tomorrow I will be releasing episode 1 of, I'm guessing, a Beastman campaign. I'm probably going to do a playthrough with Malagor, since I've done Kazrak and Malagor already, but I think I'm going to be doing Malagor for the public one. And then for the Empire, we're definitely doing Balthazar Gelt. Because the reason I'm playing Empire again is so we can have fun with the Beast Wizard, who I think adds enough variety that it makes me excited to play them again. Because honestly, I kind of had mixed feelings towards the Empire. And I think having Beastmen on the map is going to make the Empire area a little bit more balanced. Because my biggest beef with the Empire starting area was that it was just super hectic. Not because there were a lot of factions, but because everyone there hates you. And not each other. And so it ends up being like this really annoying thing where you're like trying to hide and fight back a bunch of guys at once. One of which is Marienburg, who starts off with like a full 20 stack, which is super annoying. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the campaign. I'm personally glad it's over. Definitely going to be continuing taking it fairly easy. I don't think we're going to do any very hards. Unless y'all really want to see it, or y'all really want to see a legendary or something. Very hards I tend to beat just for the achievement, and then I usually don't play them again just because they tend to be a little much. Sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not. It just depends on my mood. I think for all the recordings, though, we'll probably do hard, because hard I think is where the game tends to be the most balanced. Normal, the AI tends to be just a little too derpy on the campaign map. But on very hard, the computer gets so many bonuses. Excuse me, goodness. So many bonuses in battle that it can be pretty frustrating. But yeah, I hope you guys will join me later this evening for finishing up the Eye for an Eye campaign. But I'm going to go record my video about how I felt about the Beastman DLC. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little WAAAGH campaign. Definitely have more to come in the near future and all that jazz. So take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye.